A dark shape is racing toward us, an object the size of Manhattan, a cold mountain moving through the black, slated to make its closest pass to Earth on December 17th. Comet, asteroid, or something else entirely. Some scientists call it 3-Eye Atlas. A Harvard astrophysicist has said aloud what most only whisper: the odds it's natural or slipping. If even a fraction of that is true, everything we thought about ourselves changes in a single instant. On screen, the anchor leans forward. Professor Lowe, give us the best case that this could be extraterrestrial. He smiles, not arrogant but tired. Look at the numbers, he says. If that brightness comes from reflected sunlight, the body must be 20 kilometers across, larger than Manhattan. The last two interstellar visitors were tiny rocks. Why would the third be a continent-sized boulder? We must let the data speak, not our assumptions. Already, the sky has learned our language. On June 5, SETI's arrays picked up a narrowband radio signal from the direction of Kepler 42b. A pattern that repeated, layered with structure. A rhythm that refused to be random. Analysts found complexity beyond noise, patterns that smelled faintly of syntax. The public briefing flickered and cut. The feed never returned. Panic and curiosity collided online, and for a moment truth and rumor braided together into a single, terrible possibility. Then a leak. A document, spectrograms, waveform breakdowns, AI-assisted translations, surfaced in a hidden forum. Among the technical clutter was a line so spare it read like a command: "We have watched. We come in cycles. You are not alone. Prepare." The phrase lit the internet like a fuse. Threads erupted. Videos multiplied. 2 days later, the White House issued a measured denial. Anomalies, yes. Intelligence, no. Networks reported maintenance. Observatories went dark. SETI's public feeds locked behind silence. For those watching, the silence sounded hollow, engineered. A whistleblower known only as Jake surfaced and vanished, but not before saying what everyone feared. Earth replied, and replies came back. Not threats. Invitations. The message shifted the debate from academic to existential. Yet mainstream coverage ebbed. Episodes disappeared. Scientists who spoke publicly retreated. The more the authorities shut doors, the louder the public's imagination roared. On June 15, amateur astronomers across 3 continents recorded deliberate flashes of light from Kepler 442b's direction, 363, an eerie counterpoint to the radio cadence. Some called it a countdown, others a pattern of greeting. Then came the sky footage. A passenger grabs a phone, filming from a plane between Bogota and Medellin. In the clouds, an impossible form uncloaks, 4 vast arms breaching the mist, a silhouette that refuses easy explanation. Detractors point to mountains and optics. Witnesses insist they know their world, and this was not one of its features. Pilots have long been the canaries in this mine. Their accounts, precise, trained, and unnervingly consistent, describe objects that move like thoughts, not machines. No wings, no exhaust. Maneuvers that read like choreography rather than physics. Governments have leaked files, declassified fragments that prove the sighting phenomenon isn't new. The pattern is old enough to be institutional. Objects that study, that shadow, that observe. You can imagine motives, but motive is a human luxury. Were these visitors curious, clinical, or indifferent? Are they cataloging our progress, reassessing threats and opportunities, or merely passing through on a timetable that predates our civilizations? The golden record strapped to Voyager, our voices, our maps, our music, once felt like a hopeful postcard. Now it reads like a flare in a dark hallway, a signal whose echo we cannot control. If 3-Eye Atlas is a craft, then its trajectory is a question of etiquette, strategy, and survival. Close approach on December 17th becomes a deadline not for panic but for preparation, for honest debate, for transparency, for a public conversation unmediated by leaks and shutdowns. The future arriving in our skies demands more than denial. It demands courage. Look up. Decide how much you want to know. Decide